Wait, so is Kobe not more skilled than Bron?
No, he's not. He's definitely not.
Bro,
Why not?
He a better tough shot maker. Footwork way better.
Keep going. Wait. Keep going.
Dribbling way better.
Okay, keep going.
He play harder every single possession.
Okay, that's not a skill.
Play harder. That's not a skill set. That's another skill.
Keep going.
What are you doing?
Keep going.
50 pounds heavier. He's
LeBron a better passer. LeBron can play every position on the court.
LeBron a better shooter.
LeBron a better shooter than Kobe.
Percentage.
That's a fact.
Eat it,
Percentage wise,
Like
you just like how his jump shot look.
a tough shot maker. I feel like that's skill.
LeBron's a better driver of the basketball. LeBron can score at the rim better than Kobe.
I mean, that's not what he was doing. He said in the post.
Bro.
Work alone. That's
Bro.
skill. I ain't gonna lie, that post.
I give you footwork, but bro, more
Hey,
skill.
make sure you-
So that's all he has is better
We
footwork.
talk about prime. LeBron can defend all 5 positions.
No,
Does Kobe not have a
was
better
dribbler.
mid range? Does Kobe not have a better mid range than
That's cool.
LeBron?
That's one skill. We name it.
Does Kobe not have? Kobe not have better post work than Ron?
Footwork.
Footwork. I don't know about
Post work in general. Post work in general.
No, I
Kobe
would
had,
take LeBron then. I would take LeBron.
why would you take LeBron in the post?
Because he's bigger, stronger, faster.
Well,
Ain't nobody
again, none of those things you named are skills. What skill does he have in the post that's better than Kobe's? You didn't name a skill.
Scoring in the post.
Scoring.
There's post score.
Scoring points in the post.
Kobe has a
Passing
deeper
out-
bag.
passing out the
Kobe
post.
has a deeper bag in the post than LeBron James. What are we talking about?
You're talking
Kobe
about
has more
scoring,
go-to moves.
You feel
In
like
the
LeBron
post, he has more go-to moves. He has more counters. He has more defensive moves in the post.
is defending the skill.
Defense is a skill, yes.
Defensive skill, right? At their prime, who can guard all 5 positions?
Who? All 5? LeBron because of size.
But LeBron's not a better defender
The
than Kobe.
skill of defense.
But LeBron is not a better
He's
defender than
not.
Kobe.
He's not. But I'm just saying though. But I would. But I'm just saying though. He can guard all 5. He can do more.
He's a better
Swipe
defender.
and B titty. Swipe and B titty. LeBron in his prime as a defender. LeBron. Hold on, right quick. Let's stick to defense. LeBron in his prime as a defender is a chase down block merchant.
Who is better passer?
That is just not true.
Is a chase down block merchant.
That is not true.
I get it. Ron doing it for the country, y'all. I got it.
No, I'm not. LeBron as a defender in his prime. Who's LeBron locked down in his prime?
I'm glad you brought that up, Ron. Wait a minute.
When you see LeBron be like, I'm taking this assignment and I'm locking him down.
Hold on for a second. I'm glad you brought that up, Ron. I'm glad you brought that up, Ron, because if I'm not mistaken, in 2011, the league MVP shut the door on him. Let's start there. How about we move forward to the Western Conference Championship in 2020 when he shut the door on Jamal Murray in the Western Conference Championship?
Jamal Murray?
Jamal Murray. Yes, right.
Look.
That was Rajon Rondo.
Look, I'm gonna give you the D Rose, and I don't even want to. The reason
Rondo.
why I don't want to give you the D Rose is because that team was offensively flawed. Very offensively flawed. And so was D Rose as a player at that time too.
Wait a minute, but you're asking
game.
LeBron? You're asking who did LeBron lock up through playoff series? Like,
no, I'm
you
just
not
asking,
watch his career.
I will give you the D Rose one, even though I don't want to give you that.
In 2014, he had
Shut
the main
the door
assignment
on
on
him. Shut the door on him.
You sound like Chris Webber right now. I've never seen him. No, what's the old boy?
He talking about the receiver from Undisputed.
I've never seen LeBron posterize somebody. That's like Brian used to lock people down.
Oh, he did not. Yo, we never consistently seen LeBron, even over the course of a period, a season,
what are you talking about, Ron?
Stretch. We never seen LeBron pull up his shorts and lock up consistently night in and night out. Pick and choose. We never see. We seen that series. I will give you that series. We never consistently see LeBron. We never consistently see LeBron slapping the floor like, yo, I'm locking you up tonight, and then tomorrow night I'm coming to lock you up, and then next week I'm gonna see you next week. Kobe, it was a stint, like a time where Kobe Bryant was doing this night in and night out. We knew the whole was bringing on people.
Question, Ron. So question, Ron. Give me Bryant. So give me Bryant's signature moment when he shut the door on somebody.
Talent, brother. He's 50 pounds. I don't care.
Once again, Ron. So since you brought that up, Ron, give me Bryant's signature moment when he shut the door on somebody.
Oh, now y'all quiet.
I'll give you seasons. How about that? I'll give you seasons where he was consistently bringing it in on defense night in and night out.
What about the 6 seasons LeBron's made an all defensive team? He just wasn't playing defense those years? What are we talking about right now?
I'm not saying he wasn't playing defense. I'm not even saying that. I'm not saying Bron was a bad defender.
No. So you're gonna bring up
Bron was a bad defender.
You ask, name me the guy LeBron stopped. We name people. That don't count. I'm talking extended period of time between February and April in the fourth quarter specifically. We asked you the same question with Kobe.
So with Kobe, I'm gonna say this. With Kobe, I'm gonna say this because this
doesn't count.
With Kobe, I'm gonna say this. Kobe had no problem taking the fade in series. He had in games. Kobe had no problem guarding the other team's best player. You asked me a question. Can I answer?
Keep going, Ron.
When Kobe played against Allen Iversons, when Kobe played against Tracy McGrady's, when Kobe played against Carmelo's, when Kobe played against other great players, he was guarding them from the beginning. Paul Pierce's, he was guarding them from the start, and he was guarding them at the end of the game. LeBron might pick you up in the last 2 minutes of the game, but other than that, Shane Battier go guard him. Other than that, Larry Hughes go guard him. Other than that, LeBron's getting other defenders on his team as primary defenders to go guard the other best guard.
Lamar Odom and them weren't on the team. Is that what you're hearing? And I'm hearing Lamar Odom and Gary Payton weren't on any of those teams that were taking the primary.
Gary Payton 1 year, and Lamar Odom was not guarding the other team's best players.
58. He wasn't an elite defender in 2009 and 10. Is that what you're telling me?
He got Ron Artest for a couple years. He got Matt Barnes for a year.
They won a championship with him. What do you mean for a couple years?
So what about in 2000? What about 2001? What about 2003? 04, 05?
Kobe locking down in 2000 exactly? Can you rename
what do you mean? Who was he locking down?
Who was it? You're saying? Oh wait. I'm sorry. Is this the series Kobe averaged 15 points a game? Are you bringing up that when he was a role player? That's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about. Okay.
Kobe was guarding AI.
Okay, cool. All right, not Derek Fisher anymore.
Ty Lue get his ass.
It was one play you seen Ty Lue get yanked up. But and I'm not saying that Ty Lue was a guard. I'm not saying D Fish didn't have his moments. But Kobe, when it came down to it, Kobe Bryant was like, "I'm guarding him."
Trevor Ariza, Lamar Odom,
you're naming players during the last run.
Yes,
Kobe did. Listen. Kobe did get defenders and stuff like that, but also Kobe Bryant never had a problem taking that fade from the beginning of the game and the end of the game. And I'm not saying Bron didn't do that, but he did it rarely. Rarely would Bron be like, I'm taking this guy.
The reason why LeBron rarely did that was because LeBron was doing 30 other things for the team. So he was passing. He was getting people open.
So he was too good to play defense.
The best defense.
So LeBron was too good to play defense.
Fourth quarter, I'm going to lock him down. This quarter, I'm about to get you involved. This quarter, I'm about to score and get us back in the game.
So James as a defender, switchable defender, being able to beat guys to spots, being able to close out the way he does, rebounding the basketball, holding guys to one possession. James actually taking the assignment, like you just said, Ron, doing stuff like that and having those signature moments, protecting the rim, one of the best small forward rim protectors in NBA history that we've ever seen. So with all of that being said, having signature moments and consistently playing at a high level defensively in the playoffs, not just in the regular season, but also in the playoffs when it matters the most. Slowing down Derrick Rose, slowing down Jamal Murray, slowing down Paul George, and
look
taking
at the
those
caliber of guys that we're comparing, though. The guys that I was mentioning, Allen Iverson, T-Max, Reggie Miller.
When did he see T-Mac in the regular season? When did he see T-Mac?
Derrick Rose. I got big. What do you mean? When did he see T-Mac?
When did he see T-Mac? In the regular season on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day.
But out of everybody that we just mentioned, and I'm mentioning T-Mac because during that time, T-Mac was one of the better rival guards that was in the NBA.
That he saw twice a year. So how are you even evaluating his matchup in that? And I don't understand that. If they're playing on Christmas Day, he
saw him and he guarded him the whole time.
No, he didn't. What were you talking about? Why would Kobe ever be a primary assignment on somebody, on another superstar level player in the regular season every single possession? That makes no sense. Why would I do that?
Kobe was matched up against T-Mac. They was checking each other.
Was he the primary assignment on Melo all the time?
But he was taking Melo's fade. He was not running from Melo. He wasn't sending
was Melo indeed then cooking Kobe Bryant? Is that what you're telling me?
Melo cooked everybody.
Oh, okay, all right, cool.
Kobe wasn't scared to get cooked by Melo and then still bring it on the offensive end.
But you agree he's not close to LeBron as an offensive player, though. You agree with that?
Who is it?
Kobe Bryant. Kobe being
Bryant. Is it close? Kobe's a better offensive player than LeBron.
I got 40,000 reasons why.
Kobe Bryant is a better offensive player than LeBron James.
For everything that we just talked about, I mean, LeBron James, the stuff that I just brought up about him, add all that up to the fact that there was a time when he was arguably the best defensive player in the league. That was a conversation going on. At no point during Kobe Bryant's career was he ever considered the best defensive player in the game. That was never a conversation.
Can we please add context to that, Chill? Can we please add context to that?
Let's add context to it. So the context that we need to add to it is the fact that the guys that he was going up against at his position, he was dealing with those guys. James, the guys that he was going up against at his position, not only was he dealing with those guys, but he was also dealing with bigger guys. Not only was he dealing with bigger guys, he was also dealing with lead guards and some of the best point guards that the NBA has ever seen. Add all of that up to the fact that he still was considered at that point the best. He was in the argument, in the conversation, as the best defensive player in the game. Bryant, on the other hand, at no point was ever considered that.
Chill. The context that I'm
What?
Chill. The context that I'm asking for is who were the defenders in the league when Kobe at his best during the early 2000s that were in the NBA, and who were the caliber of defenders when LeBron was considered the best defender in the league?
So wait. Talk about the guys that were there. Hold on. From 2009, LeBron started entering his prime when people said he was the best player in the world. So I'm trying to figure out, was Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan and them not in the league at that point in time?
Swiper, stop being nasty. What?
So in 2000, so wait, I just want to be clear. So
Swiper, don't do this.
Ron Isley, listen to me. So in 2014, Tim Duncan was not up for DPOY that year?
Which year?
He was first team all defense the year before that. First team.
But no, Mars, am I tripping? Was he not up for DPOY?
He was a year away from retirement.
Says a lot about the landscape of the NBA of 2014.
Okay, sure. So Kevin Garnett wasn't in the league at that point in time either. In 09.
Swipers.
Ron, know what I'm hearing?
So wait. So rewind the clock.
I'm trying to figure out who wasn't in the league.
I'm 100% confident that Kevin Garnett won the Defensive Player of the Year in 08. I'm 100% confident that the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year and Dwight Howard was running around in the league during that time. So Tim Duncan was still, when James entered his prime as a defender and as a player, Tim Duncan was still in his peak. He was on the other side of it, but he was still in it. Add all it, and we have other guys. Let's see. Then 2009, Kawhi Leonard was in the league during that time.
Kawhi didn't come around till 2015. Stop.
09 is when you can make the argument LeBron had a case to be the best defender in the league. That was the year Kevin
2012, 2013.
Yeah, I'm gonna say from 09 onwards. In 09, KG tore his meniscus that year. That's what happened. Tim Duncan was past his peak at that time. That's when he was starting playing full-time center, and he wasn't the same defender he was 6 years prior. Ben Wallace was done. Dwight Howard is the one who you would have the conversation with, and Dwight Howard was the best defender in the league at the time. Then you go forward into the early 2010s. So from 09 to like 2011, no one was making an argument for LeBron as a better defender than Dwight Howard. No one was doing that. 2012, when Dwight Howard starts dealing with back problems, and then you start elevating the argument for LeBron. Now who's the competition? Tyson Chandler, Joakim Noah, Marc Gasol.
Respect.
Like that's not the same as when Kobe was at his defensive peak, and the best defenders in the league are Ben Wallace.
I'm sorry, Marcus Camby took DPOY over Kobe in 2006. You're right.
Like there's no logical argument to say that the defenders in the early 2010s who were battling LeBron as the best defender are the same as the early 2000s who Kobe was going against. Like,
but here's the problem. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tax LeBron
because I'm not taxing. I'm saying that's the reason why LeBron could be considered the best defender.
What you just told me was that
LeBron had to go against peak Tim Duncan, he wouldn't be considered the best defender in the league. If he had to go against peak KG, he wouldn't be considered the best defender in the league. If he had to go against Ben Wallace,
if he had to
go against peak Ben Wallace, he wouldn't be considered the best defender in the league. You can't make the argument that LeBron was considered the best defender in the league in a league where the best defender in the league wasn't as good as it was 10 years prior. If Tim Duncan was at his peak in 2012, no one would say LeBron James is the best defender in the league. LeBron James got that argument because Tim Duncan was past his prime, KG was coming off a torn meniscus, because Ben Wallace was out the league, Dwight Howard was dealing with back.
No, it doesn't work like that, Mark.
That's exactly how it works.
No, that's not how it works, Mark.
Depending on what's around you. The competition determines if you're the best.
Absolutely, it does.
Above the rest of the league in the 70s.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Wasn't as good. So he cleared everyone. That doesn't mean he's better than Magic Johnson. That doesn't mean he's better than Larry Bird. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird had to compete against each other. So guess what? Neither one of them got to be clearly the best player in the league because they were going against each other. Who was Kareem's competition? Old Wilt Chamberlain, injured Bill Walton. His competition was lower, so Kareem got to be the best player in the league for a decade. We can understand you're the best because everyone around you isn't as good. MJ was the best in the league because no one was close to him. LeBron James was the best in the league because no one was close to him. Kobe Bryant had to go against Tim Duncan at his peak, who no one would say LeBron James was better than Tim Duncan at his peak defensively. No one would say LeBron James is better than KG at his peak defensively.
Brought up this
You can't say LeBron had an argument to be the best defender in the league and ignore who his competition was for that crown. The reason Kobe never got to be considered the best defender in the league is because of the competition he was going against.
Or maybe the fact that he just wasn't better than those guys, or he wasn't in that conversation.
Yeah, and neither was LeBron James.
Yeah, he was, Mons.
LeBron was not Tim Duncan.
I didn't say he was better, Mons.
LeBron was not Tim Duncan. Go ahead and try and tell me that LeBron James was a better defender than Tim Duncan.
I never. Once again,
LeBron James was a better defender than Kevin Garnett. Try and tell me.
Keep going.
Try and tell me LeBron James was a better defender than
I didn't say that he was, Mons, but I said that there was enough. No, that's not the point. No, that's not the point. What I said was, that's not the point, Mons. What I said was, that's not the point, Mons. I said right from the beginning, here was the difference. LeBron James was in the argument as the best defensive player on the planet. And stop talking about just because Tim Duncan, who was still in his prime, he wasn't in year 6 like Kobe Bryant. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. I didn't say 2013. I said 2009. I didn't say 2009. I didn't say 2013. I said 2009. And also 2009. So in 2000, I didn't say that he was better than him. I said that he was in a conversation. I didn't say that he was better than him. I did not say that.
Make the argument he was better.
The argument that I'm making for LeBron James, one, he was a better perimeter defender than Dwight Howard. He was better in transition than Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard was a better rebounder. Dwight Howard was a better rim protector. Dwight Howard was a better paint presence. James, on the other hand, he was a better not a better team defender. No, he wasn't he wasn't a better team defender. LeBron James was he was a better perimeter defender. He was a better one-on-one defender on the perimeter. He was a better one-on-one defender in transition. And all of those things added up to how good he was for his team. Dwight Howard, being a 5-man, he was better at the rim. He was better in the interior. That's it. Okay. He wasn't better than James all around. Now, with that being said,
LeBron, how does that not apply for Kobe Bryant and his
what he just said too? Like, we also have to keep in mind like who these awards are designed to go to too, bro. Like, they are designed to go to the centers and stuff like that. But if you do like this, if you put LeBron guarding a point guard, who's the better defender guarding a point guard, LeBron or Dwight Howard? LeBron, right? Would you like if you had to rank it 1 through 10? You would probably put LeBron at an 8, Dwight at a 3. 2 guard, LeBron at an 8, Dwight at a 3. Small forward, LeBron at an 8, Dwight at an 8. Power forward, 8. Center, Brian 3, Howard 10.
And no, we can't.
That average. We cannot. If that's the case, then Andre Kirilenko was the best defender in the league for 8 years.
We cannot use the same thing for Kobe Bryant because he wasn't as versatile as James. And that's not what I'm saying.
Those arguments you made for LeBron, better perimeter,
but
they're not better guarding one-on-one.
And Kobe was better than Dwight. And he was not the versatile defender that James was. That's where the separation comes in because he couldn't cover. And that's what I'm arguing.
He couldn't be a better defender than LeBron. I'm saying the argument that LeBron had an argument to be the best defender in the league takes away from the fact that when Kobe was at his defensive peak, the competition to be the best defender in the league was the defensive player of the year. If you put 09 LeBron
back then, bro.
If you put 09 LeBron in the year 2002, he would have no argument to be the best defender in the league. If you put 2013 LeBron in the year 2002, he would have no argument to be the best defender in the league. The reason he gets to have an argument to be the best defender in the league is because the defenders in the league weren't as good as they were 7 years prior when Kobe was at his defensive peak. I don't care if LeBron was better than Kobe defensively. I'm saying the argument that LeBron is to be the best defender in the league is irrelevant when they peak defensively 10 years apart. That doesn't make sense to bring that up. That's like saying Ray Allen was the best shooter in the league. Klay Thompson was never the best shooter in the league, so Ray Allen clears Klay Thompson. I'm not saying Klay Thompson's better than Ray Allen, but I'm saying that would be stupid to say because you can understand that Klay Thompson is going against Steph Curry for that crown, and Ray Allen was going against who? Peja Stojakovic. Like there's levels to competition. Mark Rice is one of the best shooters in the league.
You're right about the eras. You're right about the eras. But this again, I just want to say, Mars, cool. This is about Ron. Ron said that the reason why Kobe, what he did is he Euroed away from the LeBron Kobe defensive argument because he know he'd lost, and then he brought up who Kobe was had to play with and versus in that era defensively versus LeBron had to play in that era defensively, and then you brought up a point, Chill brought up a point, and then we started arguing. This is about LeBron versus Kobe. Simple. And he has to make an argument for why he thinks Kobe Bryant was a better defender, and Shield was defending LeBron. That's where this came from. That's where all this came from. So
and then
continue to cook him.
Best player in the league, and I said why that was wrong. And Ron has been chatting for 20 minutes.
Sure, there you go.
Personally, look, all in all, I just think Kobe's a better on-ball defender than LeBron. I think he's a better perimeter defender. Versatility, you can give that to Bron.
But he hikes his shorts up.
Blocking shots, you can get. No, you can watch Kobe Bryant play and see he's a better on-ball defender than LeBron James.
Because 2000 LeBron was a better perimeter defender than whatever year LeBron you want to bring up.
Say that again.
2000 Kobe Bryant, when he was at his defensive apex, is a better perimeter defender than any year of LeBron James.
And I don't even think it's a conversation.
You can go ahead and try and make the argument, but
it's really not.
In 2000, and so year 4, so in year 4,
yes, yeah. Usually you peak defensively when you're closer to your athletic time.
In 2000,
so at 20, so his athletic prime is at 21 years old.
What LeBron was
That's what I'm understanding.
When your energy and your motor is at its highest, is usually
no. So when I think about a perimeter defender, I think James at age 25, 26 years old in 2010. I will take LeBron James as a perimeter defender over 2000 Kobe Bryant. Number one, he was a lot small. Number one, he was a lot smarter. Number two, he was bigger. Number three, he was more athletic. He was faster. And I can't leave out his IQ and how smart he was at that time. Kobe Bryant in year 4 was still learning the game. In addition to him still learning the game, he was still filling out. Kobe Bryant in 2000 is not the same Kobe Bryant in 2004 in terms of physically. He's not that same guy, and he doesn't know the game in 2004. Like he doesn't know the game in 2000 like he knows it in 2004. Those two things are not the same. So the idea that a 21-year-old Kobe Bryant that clears LeBron James at 26 years old as a defender, that's not true. Perimeter. That's not true. No way.
Well, when you look at LeBron James, when you look at LeBron James as defensive peak, he struggled getting around screens because of his size. He struggled getting around screens, which is why when you bring up the Derrick Rose argument, the reason he was so successful going against Derrick Rose is because he could go under ball screens because Derrick Rose wasn't a threat to shoot. When you put him on guards who could actually shoot the ball and he had to get over screens, you see he could struggle because of his size. The same reason Giannis struggles guarding against actual shooting threats on the perimeter and why he tends to be help side. LeBron James was great guarding guys like Tony Parker and Derrick Rose. You know why? Because they couldn't shoot the ball, so it made it easier for him defensively. When it comes to closing out, LeBron James was notoriously bad at closing out. Always used to chop his feet, always used to shuffle his feet. You attack his top foot easily. Kobe Bryant never had those problems because he was actually more disciplined defensively than LeBron James at his peak. On the perimeter, Kobe Bryant was way more disciplined. His hands were better. His lateral quickness is LeBron James. LeBron James was so great defense. LeBron James was so great defensively because of his team defense. What made LeBron James so great defensively was his team defense. And that's where his IQ comes into it. He was a great team defender. His ability to make rotations, his ability to diagnose plays, his ability to make help side rotations and even rim protect at times was fantastic. But when you talk about perimeter defense, LeBron James, due to his physicality and his build, he struggled moving laterally compared to Kobe Bryant. He wasn't great getting around screens like a Kobe Bryant. His hands weren't as good as a guy like Kobe Bryant, and he wasn't able to close out as good as a guy like Kobe Bryant. That's why he wasn't as good of a perimeter defender. Overall defender, have a conversation, but perimeter defense, LeBron has many wings who are better than LeBron James, a perimeter defender. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Karolinko, Kobe Bryant, Tony Allen, Bruce Bowen. There's a bunch who are better than him on the perimeter. His value comes from his team defense and his IQ. And that's why he peaked defensively in Miami because they used him as a free safety and he was blowing up plays left and right. They didn't use him as a lockdown defender. That's why they went and got Shane Battier, and even D Wade still took more on-ball assignments because that's not what he was. LeBron James was a prototype of Giannis. What Giannis is today is what LeBron James was doing 10 years ago, offensively and defensively to some degree. That's what he was, and that's a great defender, one of the best defenders in the league. But perimeter perimeter defense, he's not close to Kobe Bryant. And that's just because of his size. The same reason Giannis isn't close to Kobe Bryant as a perimeter defender.
Now, with that being, that's a great counter, and I'm on counter.
I never
that
said Bron was an average defender. Did you not hear what I just said? But sorry.
Now, as you were saying, Moss. Now, my counter to that is Kobe Bryant as an off-ball defender, perimeter, he was very bad. In fact, he used to get beat all the time. Backdoors, not only getting beat backdoors, he would fall asleep on sleepers, which would explain why he couldn't cover shooters, which would explain why he couldn't cover guys who also, in your estimation, guys who came off screens, because he lost the ball a lot. He was not a very good off-ball defender, and that was the problem with him major. That was a major problem with him. Now, when you talk about LeBron James being able to come around screens, actually he was able to do that, Mars. And the reason why I know that is because when they played against the Denver Nuggets, who had a very heavy screen and roll offense with Jamal Murray and Joker at that time. They weren't what they were today, but he did a great job on him getting around screens. Not only getting around screens, getting through screens, how to read screens, how to go under screens, just get around screens. And when you're talking about closing out, that's actually how you close out. You chop your feet when you're closing out. Now, when you get attacked on your top foot, the question is how do you recover? James, who is, if I'm not mistaken, the best chase down blocker in NBA history, that's his ability to recover. So when you're talking about a guy on the perimeter who was able to cover, James was one of the best in the league to be one of the best in the league to recover. Not only the best in the league to recover, he was very difficult in getting around. So when you talk about a perimeter defender, I don't think he was miles ahead of Kobe Bryant, but I definitely think he was better than Kobe Bryant as a defender.
Yo, B Titty. I'm sorry, Mars. I gotta give the floor to B Titty for these last few minutes.
I just got one question. Who gave Bryant 60? Because Kobe got 60 piece put on him by Gilbert Arenas, and we talking about how good of an on-ball defender he is against shooters and stuff like that. Bryant wasn't responsible, like y'all said, to be the lockdown defender, but that doesn't mean that he couldn't. LeBron was wearing many hats. That's my argument. He was wearing many hats. And then my second argument is, like, we're comparing Kobe. I think you said the year, 2000? That Kobe, yes. You can't compare him. Like, do you know how much the game evolved from 2000 to 2008 to 2009? The players LeBron is checking. Now you got all 4 positions, all 5 positions shooting threes, running like LeBron. Like, it was. I feel like it was easier to defend in those early years where Ben Wallace can get it when the center is just playing under the paint. Like, now you got centers going out to the 3, shooting that half quarter. I feel like we just don't credit evolution. Like, players got better and harder to defend and they got more touchier, or less touchier. Like you touch them, it's a foul now, man. Like I think we just underestimate like the type of caliber like these players LeBron was guarding and doing these other 5 or 6 things. Like, if you got a player, you just like, cool, your job is just to worry about defense. You know what I'm saying? It's great. It's easier to be the defensive player. But if you got to worry about defense, you got to worry about your team defense assignments. You got to worry about scoring, setting people up. Like, I feel like that answered 2 questions. I feel like LeBron was a better on-ball defender, and that makes him more skilled than Kobe. Just all those things combined, man. It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.